Hello and welcome to the 2022 Discraft Ledgestone Open. You're watching round 2 coverage from the famed Northwood Black course on JomezPro. I am Nate Sexton, that's Jeremy Koling, and that is Paul Ulibarri. We got a special announcement. You got to check out the latest drop of throwback discs on JomezPro.com. We have 4 designs in Innova and Discraft molds, including
Lunas,
We got Wraiths,
Passions,
Rock,
Nukes,
Aviar,
Zeus's,
Firebird,
Heats,
Destroyers,
Forces,
boom.
Buzzes, and Zones.
These discs feature our 10-year anniversary logo as we celebrate creating disc golf content for the last 10 years.
get yours today at JomezPro.com. Watch Gannon Buhr today.
Gannon Buhr, we're going to watch him a lot for the next several years.
15, yeah.
Yeah, he's 17, and he's playing like a seasoned veteran in a way that kind of reminds me a little bit of Eagle McMahon and his early emergence. And Anthony Barela, another young player who has played this event really well in the past, and I think we're going to see him play well again. He's just one of those guys who plays well in the woods when he's feeling comfortable with the putter. Kevin Kiefer, don't know if we've seen him on Jomez before. I think this is Jomez premiere, but man, Kevin Kiefer has a lot of game, and he's going to put it on display today. Bradley Williams, winner of the Preserve, winner of about 75 tournaments a year average in Texas. In the past, obviously, he's a force to be reckoned with on this course, but we're playing, I think, the hardest course in the country today.
Yeah, I would not disagree. Hole 1, par 3, 455, probably one of the easiest holes on the whole course. And it's a tunnel 455 feet downhill with out of bounds on the left and deep.
First off the box, from Urbandale, Iowa, Gannon Buhr.
Gannon Buhr has 2 top 10 finishes in this tournament, but those were both in the men's advanced division, MA1, or the mixed advanced. 2018 and 2019, he was ripping up the MA1.
At like age 14, 13, something like that.
Really,
Taking
though.
top 10.
And a little,
Ooh, yeah.
actually, really, really nice. Thought it looked a little bit overturned, but good slide and ground play.
Next up, from Mesa, Arizona, Anthony Barela.
If there isn't a player who can catch fire the hottest and cold the coldest,
Yeah.
it's this guy
No
right
doubt.
here.
Paul, those shorts that he's wearing would go down to your mid-shins.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
He
this is
needs
pretty
help.
hot.
Yeah, he needs
Yeah,
help.
it needs to sit.
Or a good kick. Well,
Safe.
yeah, okay. No good kick, but still safe.
From Valerico, Florida, Kevin Kiefer.
My name's Kevin Kiefer. I'm from Tampa, Florida, and I've been playing disc golf my entire life, but I started playing professional in 2019. It's just been a huge part of my life. My dad started playing in college for fun, and then when I was born, he just started wheeling me around on like a little wagon. So literally my entire life I've grown up with a piece of plastic in my hand, chucking it. Finished second in Junior Worlds in 2019, and we went out there and I wasn't even expecting anything. I finished second place, and I was like, whoa, I could do this. Maybe I can like make more of this than just like a side hobby. And then I just started really putting everything into it. Latitude hooked me up, and Latitude was like, let's take this on the road. Like, let's get you out there. And now I'm out here on tour full time. There's a lot of nerves out on tour. Like, it's a lot to come out and compete every weekend and practice and drive 20 hours. Last week, I was literally shaking on every tee pad. Every tee pad I'd get up and I'm like, looking at the first available tree, like that's huge. And yesterday I checked scores on hole 16 and I was like, yeah, like I'm doing it. Like this is my job. You know, like I feel good now. Like the nerves are still very much there, but I just am more of a like excited to be here rather than like nervous to be here. There's definitely been weeks like on tour, like coming out here where I just feel like I don't even want to be here. Like when you play a game for a living, and you're not playing that game well, it really hurts, and it's not fun. I grew up in a really strong Christian household. I'm super close with my family. To be able to like pick up the phone and call my dad or my brother or like my mom and just be like, yeah, I'm struggling right now. And then to just fully support me and tell me like, you're out here for a reason. I'm out here playing for a bigger purpose. Like, I'm out here to just glorify God with my actions. Like, I put in the hard work, and I'm just out here to live my life for Christ. And just now that I'm on a platform to be able to, you know, show everybody that the reason why I feel like I'm a little bit different than everybody else is because I'm out here, I've got nothing else to lose. Shout out to all of Florida back home. I cannot be thankful enough for them. And yeah, thank you Latitude 64, and to all of my friends and family, just thank you guys. Like, I feel like we've made it here.
Like I said in the intro, you're going to see a guy with a lot of talent. This guy throws the disc very smooth, and obviously being a player his entire life, it's just natural, a very natural, smooth flow.
Lot to like.
Yeah, and that's going to hit that hard pan and is going to get a good skip.
Form
Love it.
reminds me of a classic AJ Risley move there.
And from Austin,
Okay,
Texas,
keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Bradley Williams.
Just in that practice throw, I wish I was that smooth. It's just so clean.
Gosh.
Yep.
He's naughty with the Frisbee, man.
I wish I were a disc being thrown by Bradley Williams sometimes.
And I like the shirt he's wearing.
I do too.
Me too.
Anthony Barela from 45. Count it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great start. Anytime you're under par at this course, congratulations. You've done it. Even if it's only temporary, well done.
And they're all going to be under par.
Yeah, what is that?
Those were the two worst drives on hole one.
What?
Whoa.
All right, kind of a tricky look here. Okay.
What is happening right now? Somebody tell these guys they're playing Northwood Black.
Gannon. Star frame.
Wow.
That hasn't been done, I would imagine. We need to get Stat Mando on how many star frames there has ever been on hole one at Northwood Black.
None ever.
Yeah, that would be the first. It's got to be. It's
455
That's
down a tunnel.
That's crazy.
Hole 2, par 4, 580, star frame coming up. Dead straight up the hill, land it. You really want to push the left side unless you're throwing a 2-finger sidearm that pushes down the fairway. But a backhand, you really want to push it to the left side. Leave yourself a straight shot down into this well-protected green. A little slope, but really nothing much you have to worry about.
You called it a 2-finger. What if someone's going 1-finger forehand?
Not going to work.
Dan Hastings. It's personal attack right
I
there.
played with him here. I didn't.
This is smooth.
Yeah, I like that. Good position and right where you want to be. That sets up a really straight shot from the 265 range, 270.
That's 2 fingers. I saw it. And that's just
Yeah. And watch
ripped.
this. Start to the early fade, but the double kick.
helps. The double helps.
Is that far enough?
Barely. I mean, maybe a flex.
No, it gets pinched up there pretty quick. I like this because even if you go too far left, you got a shot. And sorry, you're right, Jerm. If you throw it 2 fingers, 4 fingers, 5 fingers, do your thing, man. Just do it well. That's all I ask.
I did have someone in Sweden show me their 4-finger forehand grip. He swore by it, and I asked them to give the group a demonstration, and I can confirm 4 fingers forehand is not the way to do it.
For a while, I had to do a little 3-finger grip.
Little low runner here.
It's just a good placement shot for Brad, kind of a recovery of sorts.
Is that circle 2, though, I feel like?
Oh, definitely.
Never mind. I take it back. The basket came into picture there at the end. That just seems like very easy throw for Kevin.
That kind of looked like it was drawing metal if it didn't hit that tree to me.
We did see a 2 on this hole last year with Drew Gibson.
Did Anthony just do a little Sexton flip?
It's an honor.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that is a phenomenal shot from there.
Wow.
He's not really in the best position, but forces over the rock 3. Just dead center the whole time. Beautiful shot.
Notice how he goes a slightly stable disc, not understable, but slightly stable, so he can get the angle early, let the disc fight against the backside of the fairway down the middle the whole way.
If Brad makes his circle 2, we do have 2 star frames.
When they star frame the first, I started kind of tasting blood in my mouth, and if they do it again, oh gosh, I think I got away with it.
Okay, there's the water that Nate so desperately needed.
I think I was biting my own tongue off because it was just freaking me out that they were star framing that.
It's not unlikely to finish this course without a 2, and all of these guys can go ahead and check that one off the list. They've already achieved that. Brad to come back for the par.
Really took his time on that one. Maybe felt a bit uncomfortable. You don't want a 3-putt out here. You lose plenty of strokes on it everywhere else.
You don't want a 2-putt. I mean, this course is so difficult that I think one of the things that I feel when I'm playing is that every single putt feels like the magnitude is so much greater. If you go through these woods and you go down these fairways and then you surrender a putt because you didn't take your time, there's no excuse for it at all.
Yeah, definitely an added pressure, just knowing the brutal stretch that these guys have waiting for them on the back 9. When you do make a shot good enough to yield that birdie putt, to leave it out there, it just can make you go crazy. Hole 3, par 4, 604. Really protected little green, blind to the players. You just kind of sight that big tree, center of the screen now, as your line to try to get near the basket in 2.
Oh, good. Skip for Anthony. Don't go too deep. No, that's absolutely perfect. Go up the fairway, set it down exactly where you want, and you're within 5 feet of where Anthony's drive just landed.
That was perfect.
Yep.
Oh boy, not perfect. You can scramble from over there, but he's going to be left. If he gets out of there, he's going to be left with a really tough approach. This is a super guarded green.
One of the things you know while you're playing this course is Gannon's forehand's really nice around the corner. A little bit more right. It's going to have some trees in the way. I think Anthony's going to have a straighter shot. But while you're playing these early holes, you know how important getting birdies now is. At all times, you know 12, 13, 14, they're coming. You're going to bogey. It's just hardly anyone ever gets out of that 3-hole stretch without at least 2 bogeys. So you just have to perform early.
This is not good. I would think par is almost out of play now.
Yeah,
this is going to be really hard.
Yeah, this is just
Yeah, no way.
salvation of the bogey is best case scenario.
Brad well back, finding his way through some gaps, but the late kick, and that's going to be obstructed.
Yeah, he might only be 70 feet from the pin, but it will be a very tricky 70 feet. Look at the break on Anthony's approach. So good. So much trust on that scary left side. If he hits any tiny limb there, he's down there with Brad's approach, and like I said, you don't want to be there.
This one gets away, but a double kick going to set him up with a long look down the hill.
Even this approach, 120 20 feet, you have to have some soft touch. Easy to kind of run away from the basket. That's well done.
Yeah.
And I think that was blind. I don't think you can even see the top of the number plate. So that's a really nice shot to almost dial that in and save the par from the fairway.
Get around. Woo.
So Brad was a little bit lucky to not go deep into the green stuff.
Gannon is just deadly from everywhere.
Mm.
Even that looks good, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
It was that Isaac Robinson nature where all those long putts really feel like he's going to draw metal.
Yeah, I mean, beginning of this year, I think we were mentioning how on he was with that circle 2 putt and how we hadn't seen it a lot. And now we just come to expect him to make everything in circle 2. It was not a gimmick. It was not a good weekend.
No,
Yeah.
it's hours and hours.
Yeah.
And it's what happens. I mean, if you're that dedicated and you're putting in 200 putts a day, it's going to show.
And we've seen it a lot because he's on here a lot.
Ledgestone. Every summer, hundreds of disc golfers flock to the greater Peoria, Illinois area to compete in the sport's richest and most charitable event, the Ledgestone Open. But what does Ledgestone look like for the rest of the year? On the surface, Ledgestone is one of disc golf's leading retailers, but look a little closer and you'll find a group of motivated individuals providing the best possible service to the disc golf community. So whether you're building a bag, wanting to support your favorite pro, or looking to add to your disc golf wardrobe, choose the retailer that's as passionate about the sport as you are. Choose Ledgestone.
On to hole 4, par 4, 637 feet. This one you'd like to keep fairly straight off the tee, either side of this main big fairway tree. Obviously the right side a little more clear, but a lot of players will test that left side as well, trying to get around here in one to set up the shot over the creek to this guarded green.
The angle for the fairway space that you want to occupy is so awkward on this hole, especially for the forehand, because Anthony is choosing that flex play, and he's got past the main things you want to miss, but there's all those skinny trees on that side that make that shot kind of a roll of the dice.
Yes. Certainly if you kicked left off of those trees, you're probably
Gannon's doing the same thing, but I think he's going to hyzer into that sweet spot. Yeah, that's the spot you really want to find your disc. Anywhere in that little bank.
potentially a little awkward stance with that tree right behind him, but good drive.
And this is such a benefit to have the sidearm on this hole.
That's the shape that you want. And look at that. Like you said, awkward footing, but look at the shot that he threw. It looked beautiful, right? So how do you get that even cleaner? How do you get that even straighter so you don't have the high stuff in the footing?
Maybe one of these. Ooh, just a foot or two away from a really special drive there.
I still think almost anyone's going to take all four of those drives.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin.
Nice power out of the standstill.
Oh, that's a
nice result.
Insane.
Climbing the hill.
Good shot.
Let's watch this again.
Wow.
Guess we're not going to be able to see it kind of do this.
That was a nice move, though.
To the bullseye. I bet you he has no idea it's that good. I like the angle. Oh, off the little wooden wall. That'll put him at circle 2. Uphill putt coming. Is he going to split the 2? Oh, just around. Beautiful shot.
God, I could watch him play.
I know.
Hours.
Well, buckle up. We're here.
And hours.
You're living your dream. Ooh, overstable.
And also off the wooden wall. That is going to be an awkward spot, I'm guessing. Yeah.
AB probably just outside the circle, I'm guessing.
Ooh. Fat Tony brought the putter.
Let's go, Fat Tony.
That's his second nice one.
Just over the rim.
I've had the pleasure of playing with Anthony in the woods, and I love when you see a player that's known for their distance just bring in the heat in the woods. And right now, Anthony is 4 for 4. This is an insane start.
That is incredible.
Dream start.
I mean, this card right now, without a doubt, is more under par than any card on the course right now.
Through this point,
Yeah, just through 4.
And Kevin's 2 under with a
No,
bogey.
maybe even through like 13 holes.
Everyone out there. Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, like the whole place.
And you're not that birdie trend should continue here on the 5th, one of the easiest holes on the course, the second easiest. Just a 265-foot shot to the corner. You just want to get around this tree, and then from there, it's an uphill backhand Anheuser or a little forehand with a putter or a mid-range up to the pin. It's a pretty simple hole. However, that corner is very specific. If your drive isn't in point, you're going to be scrambling. That being said, we should see some more birdies from our lead card on this hole.
I think that's the key with this shot. Give it height. And he did a great job of that. Then that log is not going to stop you. You put it up in the air, let it glide to the spot. Perfect shot.
Ideal shot there for Anthony. Looks to be in good position to go 5 under.
This one got away.
I think course record is 8 under.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's been shot in the past, but this is well, are there any changes on this course? I think it's the same course as 2021.
Gotten a little bit easier. I feel
Yeah,
like
they
they've
just
just cleaned it up.
Cleaned
Yeah,
up
big
from
time.
From 2021.
Tees and pins, exactly the same,
Yep.
I believe.
Kevin, that's a bit long. That probably traveled 280, and he's going to have a very sharp Anheuser, backhand Anheuser coming.
They also took the OB out of the left side on 12.
Oh, yeah.
So it is a little
True.
bit
Yeah,
different.
I still would say that the course record from 2021 plays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
agreed.
I think so, too.
You go down there, it might be worse
Yeah.
to the left.
Yeah, you're honestly right. If you're over in those woods, you're in trouble. What's he going to try here? Cut the corner high?
It's really the only thing you can do. You don't really want to pitch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
It's not bad.
You don't want to really pitch 40 feet.
No, certainly not.
If you find some hole.
Too bad he struggles like from circle twos.
Yeah, he's so bad from there.
Just a gimmick, I think, what he was doing before.
Oh.
Joking, of course. Thumber from Bradley.
That's a stab at it from deep,
Yeah,
depending
again.
on if he can get the height. Yeah.
Missing the tee shot and having to go scramble mode.
The fairway's clear, but there is a low hanging.
Oh,
that's
boy.
early. See that low hanging
Yeah.
tree that kind of goes
Yeah.
across the fairway?
Oh, we've seen it. That guy's not a nice guy.
No. Build your house somewhere else.
And Kevin's got to really stretch out to get the angle on this. Got to keep it high and turning, and that will do.
You guys want to hear a crazy story?
I would love a crazy story.
As we
right
look
now.
at Anthony, we got to see if he can ring this up to keep the perfect start. No. Wow.
Spoiler alert.
Big problem.
That is disaster from that drive.
Oh, no.
Wow. What I was going to say, short of the corner today, I saw Alden Harris go basically from a knee, tomahawk with a 120-gram driver to C1. It was so crazy. Great run from Gannon. But yeah, just the quickest flipping tomahawk
Oh, my goodness.
up through there. I must have flipped 50 times. I don't know. Just spiraling its way and then just parked.
You just made Paul Ulibarri very proud. Inspiring young players to carry discs flippier than they should.
120 grams.
Yeah, that's
And Anthony's going to bogey. That is just a crazy mistake given the way he was playing. Clearly the easiest hole that they've come across.
and the best drive.
And a
of the
great
group.
drive. You're right.
And Kevin now 3 under. He is going to be tied with Anthony.
Kevin came to play. I mean, 4 birdies already.
3 under is just, yeah. Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Yeah, that's a head scratcher there. Anthony usually really on point with those little forehand approaches. That one's gonna haunt him on this little walk over to the par 5 6th.
Hole 6, par 5, 947. Kind of a reverse question mark sort of shape. As you get up here, you're going to pull a little right on the drive, then you want to go straight down through here and then hook hard left. This corner has been thinned a little, so that's forgiving compared to how this hole played the last time we were here. And then it just continues to hook back under this beautiful big slanting tree, a little bit of a ditch inbounds, but a problem if you are right back there. You're kind of down in a creek bed.
How is it a reverse question mark? It makes the perfect shape of a question mark.
You're right. You know, I was just trying to make it all work in my head, and it seemed reversed, but I think it's a regular old question mark.
That is Kevin Kiefer. Just going to repeat his name for a little bit.
Yeah, huge drive.
Perfect drive. And even being on the right side opens up the approach angle slightly better than anywhere else. That's a really well-thrown shot. Brad liked it, so he's going to try to do the same thing.
Yeah, and just do it, I guess. Wow.
So smooth, so controlled. The game of disc golf has improved a lot.
Mid-range, little too much
Overturned,
turn. Yeah. Oh, not a good roll. Not a good roll.
Yeah, going to be searching for any kind of gap to try to at least get a little distance out of there. Again, 947 feet to cover here.
Anthony is kind of on point, though.
Oh, wow.
Sneaky.
Okay.
That is sneaky. But you see, like, he looks like he's hitting his angles.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
This is a better representation of most people's experience of this course.
Just
Kind
that
of just like
screenshot.
over here, like, how am I going to, maybe if I hit that gap, I could still par, maybe.
The common element of this course is you have fairway,
Whoa.
and then you have that.
Early contact, not as disastrous as it
No,
could have been.
Could have been horrible. But to complete the sentence, you have fairway, and then you have deep rough.
Yeah.
And the line between the two is a foot.
Oh, this was tight, too, but this is actually going to work. If
Really
it gets,
overstable.
it needs to get farther, that's money.
This
That's
is-
going to be really good.
Yes, it is.
No, it's good.
Okay.
He's too good at scrambling for that. Nobody in the field is going to not want to be right there after 2.
Sure. Well, he's at after 3 now.
Oh, yeah. See, now that,
That is what I'm. Yeah, like where Gannon is good, but you can see that the fairway, the landing zone slopes away from the disc speed, so it's going down the hill. It's so difficult to try to place one in the actual fairway. They all seem to want to go down.
isn't
here.
it weird how they all do?
They just all do.
Yeah.
In fact, for the first time ever, I'll have to post this picture on my Instagram. I threw a flick roller second shot, and someone's disc in my group was leaned up against mine, both vertically.
Whoa.
We didn't even see his disc for the longest time because they were rested.
Did we just see Anthony try to cut the corner?
I think
and
so.
Not do it?
He did not do it.
Ooh, did not execute that outshot.
Bogey in danger now for Gannon.
And Dream start in serious jeopardy here. I mean, if it's not already broken by the bogey on 5.
And bogey in danger once again for Anthony now.
These are the hardest par 5s in the world.
Well, this is the easiest par 5 on the course, I'll tell
Yeah.
you that.
This is the easiest hole on the... Yes. No. What? What am I looking at here?
This is Kiefer throwing a backhand turnover to about 4 feet,
Yeah,
I think,
absolutely.
per birdie.
So good,
Wait,
man.
hold on a second. Is
Another.
this saying that this is the hardest hole in the course? There's no way. Hole 12 is always the hardest hole in the course.
We're having some technical difficulties,
I
folks, over in
wouldn't
the
say
stats
we're.
corner. Yeah, fair enough. I'm a team player, but in the stats corner, we are having some serious difficulties, and we will get back to you as soon as we can. Let's watch Bradley for now.
I asked a simple question. Are they the hardest holes? And he gave me...
It's the 6th hardest hole. 5.31 average. For some reason, clicked round once. It was on Eureka Stats.
That'll make
Makes
things
sense.
tough.
Hole 6 is tough.
Very
over there.
difficult over there. Anthony off, right? Bogey now.
And just right on brand, like you said, for Barela. Not a lot of pars with this guy.
Nope.
Oh.
Didn't seem like a very Bradley Williams-like stroke.
Talk about how much time he took on his putt on 2. That seemed rushed.
He went pretty far, scooting underneath the log there. That was not an easy comebacker. That could have been an easy 7. Bunch of bogeys, and then look at this guy.
This is another guy who doesn't like to take the pars.
No, he does not.
What? I mean,
And he's leading the tournament.
What a start.
Yeah.
12 under. If at any point you've ever reached 12 under playing Northwood Black in Eureka Temp,
Get on tour.
you've done it. You broke disc golf. Congratulations, you've won. I mean, that's just the way it goes. It's insane.
Just play them on loop forever for the rest of your life. Just try to get to 12 under ever. That's not easy. That is not easy.
It's incredible.
Well, how about if we get to more unders?
And he's only
Yeah,
played.
yeah. How about he does another one? How about he just pins this? This hole's so narrow. Perfect shot, perfect speed, right down the middle. Going to be an easy birdie, one would think. A 6th birdie in the first 7.
And he, to this point, before playing this hole, before driving on 7, he's played 24 holes and he's 12 under. He's half of the holes he's played under with a bogey. He was bogey free first round. It's living life right.
Yeah, I love to see it.
Living life in the fast lane. I've always wanted to say that, and I just found the perfect spot for it, really.
So proud of you. Brad and Gannon playing the right side fairway with the turnover mid-range. Oh. Bucket lists here on JomezPro.
These guys are, I was going to say, sneaking it through that backside, but going to have a long putt. And congratulations, Paul. That was a pretty special moment.
Thanks. All right, he's gonna find a par.
See if Gannon can finally get this putt corrected.
Yeah.
If he misses that one, he's surely going to lose his mind. Life in the fast lane.
It's hard. It's hard to fit it in where it's supposed to be. You know, like you just proved my point.
I did. It was squeezed. It was squeezed in there. Make the Eagles proud if one of these guys can get an eagle today, that's for sure.
Gosh, hard to come by.
No doubt.
If you want to be the best, you win world. It doesn't happen to a lot of people, and when it does, it's huge.
Please don't let me into my zone. 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 Please don't let me in. Please don't let me into my zone. I just need some time on my own. All these people trying to get a conversation. You can conversate to that tone. My God up on that throne, yeah. So I'm never alone, yeah. Ballin' can't beat me up, cause I'm back in my zone now.
Nate, do you even want to talk about this hole?
I think Paul does.
Okay.
Hole 8, par 3, vroom, vroom, 389. Fast.
Just
Fastest lane you're ever going to come by right here. Out of bounds all on the right-hand side. Really plays like almost an island. An island with a bunch of race cars, and our race cars are these guys right here.
Yeah.
Kevin Kiefer is a souped-up sports car.
If this can flip. Don't kick. Don't kick. Don't kick. Do kick like
cannot
that.
Who is this
tell me.
guy?
He's a Lamborghini.
Did you see that kick? Not the OB kick you might expect, but just a gentle little float down to the pin, C1.
Brad, get off. It does. Nice little flex play there for Brad up to the top of the hill. Honestly, that's pretty great.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the scariest hole on planet Earth.
We have talked about this hole, I think, you and I, more than maybe any other hole as far as how do we strategize just getting a par. How do you just get a par?
Go in. Look at these guys, dude.
And that's why they
So
have a wall.
good.
Is that safe?
Yeah, it's pretty good, man.
Are you guys surprised to see him go T-bird?
Yes. And does that stay safe? It
Yes.
does. There is an optional drop zone if any drive does go out of bounds, but that's usually reserved for players who go out of bounds early.
I think that's good. You would see the biggest numbers
Oh
ever.
my gosh.
Yes.
If that was a mandatory drop zone, it would be so silly. Imagine just throwing a great drive and getting a last kick off that tree next to the basket going out of bounds and then
Yeah, but for some, my point is even for some people who get to advance to the drop zone, who don't even make it inbounds.
Yes.
yeah, it's a good thing. Totally.
This is the best start there's ever been.
Yeah, 6 under. I mean, just how can you leave the course at this score?
In a sports car.
Escorted by former presidents.
Hole 9, par 4, 732 feet. This one is so tough because it's a par 4 and it's 732 feet. So if you throw the perfect drive where you work it to the right, up the hill, move it right, land it in the middle, your reward is 380 feet to a pin with a bunch of trees guarding it about 50 feet away. So really a special birdie. I got to think one of the least birdied holes on the course.
732 is a long par 4 on flat ground, but the uphill drive.
Yeah, and look at just how many trees. I mean, likely this is going to be perfect because everything else he's done has been.
Yeah, that's the best drive I've seen in this hole.
That's actually way up there with the flex back.
Is it too far left?
I mean, who cares?
If he likes the forehand,
I think I care because if you get too far left, you don't have anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Nothing? I mean,
You got par, but you don't
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
shot to the pin, I'm telling you.
look at that late turn for Gannon. That puts him right in the middle. He's sacrificing a little bit of distance, but putting himself in the right angle.
If Bradley throws this disc, it's usually on a baby turn. That's not going to hold.
No,
Yeah,
it's going
that's-
to be.
doesn't have the length of Kevin's either.
But I want to point something out with that disc choice. If you go faster, which a lot of people do, it's going to go farther into the woods. But Bradley throwing the slow disc, he's able to keep himself in par production right
Yeah,
there. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That was a very understable disc selection for Anthony. This is going to set up about 400.
Which is a half swing
Yeah, maybe like 430 or so.
for this guy.
Whoa.
I was kidding.
Oh, my goodness.
That is special, folks.
That's the best shot of the round so far. That's insane.
I mean,
There's not even all that much gap available to him, but the force over, perfect angle control.
through even the very last gap, too, just to make it even better.
And,
oh, my gosh.
And judging by the flight, I think it was farther than 400 feet.
No, it was. I think that corner is about 430. Between 415 and 430.
Okay, alive for par there.
Anthony, just a bit farther. I mean, not Anthony. Gannon, just a bit farther than Anthony's drive. And he's got a great forehand, but he doesn't have that extra power that Anthony has to be able to keep that disc turning that long.
See what he has. See, it's doable, but this is a tough shot. Whoa.
Uh-oh.
That was a very late release.
Bring you right back to earth.
Yeah, I do think he had a shot in, though. He wasn't
Definitely
as far left as I thought.
Had a play. Like this, wow. Something like that could have worked. I mean, that did fight through okay for him, but yeah, he's going to be disappointed with those 2 shots.
He did make me sound kind of smart, but I'm gonna say
He did
I was
have a
wrong.
shot.
Yeah,
he had a shot, but he made it look like he didn't.
Yep. Okay, that's a tough little putt for par.
Yeah.
Par. Okay. Tough putt for par.
I'll have that for bogey.
Continuing the bogey birdie trend on the front 9. Gannon's a couple under, and he's a couple of putts from that range away from being about 5 under.
Aren't we all?
I mean, you got to be throwing the disc pretty well to be giving yourself long C2 looks.
Yeah, I feel like that's what this course is.
It's a lot of that.
Yeah, long
no doubt.
C2 looks.
Anthony for birdie.
Wow.
Was that the shortest drive of the group?
Yes.
I doubt that anybody's gotten up and down from that spot,
That is-
really, in
that's
the
insane.
tournament.
And looking at Kevin's round, if somebody told you that you would not have a par on the front 9 of Northwood, your score is up there, right? Like you're not thinking like if someone
Right.
told you that, you'd be like, I have to leave. I can't be here. Like if that's in my future, I'm not going there. And for him to be 5 under without a par on the front 9 is blowing my mind.
Well, we still have Anthony Barela and Gannon Buhr at the top after that bogey that Kevin just took. But, I mean, we're halfway through the second round, and the strokes from first place to 10th place are only a few. This place keeps everyone so tight. That's how difficult courses work. The back 9, though, guys, that's what you want to see. That's why you're here for Northwood Black. This course is going to show you how it punishes disc golfers in just a moment. Come back and check it out.